ディステオスラーブ僕の不出来なイボテータ初めてやった時だ。逃がった君ら何者だ。何を感じている。
All right, my friends, the do-over Damsel. This was episode number 8. And here's the thing. I always keep it a buck with you guys. I always keep it straight. I always keep it just real. And sometimes that lands me in hot water. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all like, yo, bro over there just yapping. He don't know what he talking about, blah, blah, blah. Which is completely okay. You know, at times that is actual, factual, and that is exactly what's happening. But here's the thing. Sometimes it's not that I don't like the anime. It's just I think the episode sucked. Sometimes on the opposite, I think the episode was amazing and y'all think it sucks. That's just what happens when you come and you put your opinion on the internet. Now with Do-Over Damsel episode 8, I think there was a couple of really cute moments. I love that Jill went back to Heidi or Haydn or whatever his name is. You know, our Raz King Emperor. I like that she went back to him a couple times and she's just been more openly lovey-dovey with him. I think those actually tend to be really cute moments for this show. I like that quite a bit. I like that we're finding more about the Rave siblings and the fact that they simply just exist and that they existed in the past and Jill really didn't know about them and kind of where were they before the downfall of the kingdom and Rave kind of going crazy and stuff. Like what ended up happening with them? We know one of the siblings died right in front of Jill before, right? Which was the girl who we like quite a bit, I think. But the other one who is his brother is like, okay, what happened to him in that other timeline? We don't really know that yet. The episode also did introduce us to some other random guy who was part of Jill's party. The people who were in her hemisphere or kind of like in her circle before just happen to keep showing up. You know, it's just kind of like anime 𝐜𝐴 just, you know, like just they show up because, you know, because she's the main character kind of thing. So, you know, those moments happen. And there was a really funny moment as well too, where Jill was getting chased by the older brother because he was like, oh, the dragon, the only person the dragon ever ran away from was my brother. Who are you? And she like ran away. And that was an actual funny moment. I actually genuinely did laugh at that moment. Like, you know, it wasn't like a big like, but it was like, yeah, that's cute. You know what I mean? Those little laughs that you do in the moment, it got at least one of those out of me. And I thought it was a really cute moment. Now, for the rest of the episode, though, I just thought it was boring. And the moment that the episode started, and you guys can call yourselves out in the comments, but somebody last week had put in the comments of like, you know, I really just feel like everything that we're about to experience is just because Jill is getting bored in her mundane life right now as they kind of are waiting out the things that are happening with the kingdom and the emperor stuff. And it really is true. She basically put herself in danger and put herself in predicaments simply because she's just bored. And one of the things that I had said in the replies to last week's comments was, I think we all have to remember that even in her past life, she's still a child. Like she only made it to like 15 or 16 years old. So if you're 15 or 16, you're dumb, you're a kid, like you're just not very smart. Even if you're super intelligent, you're not very world smart. And because of that, you just tend to do dumb stuff and make dumb decisions like children do. That's just kind of what you are. You're experimenting with life. That's what ends up happening. So one of the things that I think that we all have to remember is the fact that Jill is in fact a kid, and she was a kid. Even though she's added more years onto her life, she never lived longer enough to experience that adult life. Now that's where another problem of the show comes in, is the romantic relationship that she has with this emperor dude and throwing himself into his arms and stuff. It's very much a older brother father type relationship that I feel, but the one that they're trying to exude and come off with is that romantic one. And that's kind of where the show, you know, continues to fall apart for me. I kind of wish that they didn't make her that young in a sense, you know, kind of like, especially if they truly want to go down that romantic path with the emperor and stuff. It just doesn't sit right with me. You know, at the end of the day, it's fiction. It's not real. These characters aren't real. They're just drawings, whatever. But for the story purpose, I'm just like, I just wish they aged her up a little bit. You know, at least have her be back at 14, 15, 16, ideally, something like that. Just to make it a little bit more acceptable, because at current state right now, we have a 10-year-old and our bro over here is 19 or 22 or something like that. It's just a really large gap, you know? So that's been kind of bugging me too. But anyways, last week someone was like, yeah, the series of events that are occurring is simply because Jill was bored, and I wasn't able to get over that simple statement because I really do feel that. And as we move into episode 8, I just felt like this episode was really boring. And I did end up pausing it 2 times this episode. I paused it once where Jill, like right after she got attacked by the dragon, I paused. And then later on in the episode, Jill gets called into the sister's office. And right before that, like right when she got called in or summoned to the office, I paused it once again because I was just like, I'm really bored. And what ends up happening when I get bored, my eyes gloss over. I just can't really pay attention. The way my ADHD is working out, you know what I mean? I just can't pay attention, and it's typically because it's not holding my attention and it's not entertaining me. So I paused it once again there, and again, I want to preface back to the beginning where I was like, there was cute moments, there was a funny moment, there was cute stuff that happened this episode, but just some of the pizzazz, some of the sparks, some of the things that made the show really charming, although they still happen in infrequent moments, they're just not truly there. And overall, like I'm not having a great time watching the show. So hopefully it gets better. You know, this week's episode ended off. Where did this week's episode end off on? I think they're gonna try and drag Rav back to back to emperorhood and stuff. And his siblings continue to kind of be a hoot, and I think that's cool. Jill continues to, try and be one of these Dragon Knights people and everything else happening there. So hopefully next week's episode's pretty good. But overall, I think there's like a 6 out of 10 episode, 5 out of 10 episode. I just was mostly bored. So the cute moments the cute moment and the one funny moment just couldn't save the episode for me. So that's just my real raw unfiltered thoughts, is what it is. You could disagree with it. Please do in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. But overall, episode 8 I thought was mostly boring, and a lot of the charm that I experienced the first 3 episodes of the show, I just feel have been lost the last 5, and that kind of sucks. So I'll continue to harp on it, but at the end of the day, I think we only have let me double check actually. I think we only have 12 episodes scheduled. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 4 more episodes. I know I count on my fingers, but we have 4 more episodes left. So I don't know how good it'll get in the last 4 episodes, but I guess that remains to be seen. All right, friends, I'm going to see you guys next week for episode number 9. Make sure you check out all my other content and hit this video with a like so YouTube knows that although my opinions might suck sometimes, I don't. So I appreciate that. All right, one love, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to all those in the States and those outside. Have a good rest of your week. Peace.